So today is the Sidemen charity match, and I don't know if you can tell which team I'm repping, but we're going. I'm waiting for the time to leave for the bus so I can go meet with my friend Imogen, friend of the channel, as they all say. I also have glitter freckles on, and I have a spare pack for Imogen so that we can twin. But yeah, now it's just a waiting game. Who do I hope will win? Who do you think? Who do you think? Even my eye, everything. It's very easy to tell, but yeah. We're heading to Wembley for the first time. I'm going to Wembley and it's not for a concert. Crazy. I've got my James Marriott necklace on from Carlights. I got my Vivi Westwood and my glasses because I need to be able to see. I'm going to wear sunglasses. Well, I'm going to carry sunglasses because although it's a little bit overcast, it's supposed to be sunny for the majority of the day. I'm going to carry a jacket because we're going to be outside and it's going to get chilly just from being sat outside for 6 hours straight. But I don't know if you can tell that I've never been to a football match because what am I talking about 6 hours straight? We were sat there for 90 minutes. Okay, maybe like just over 90 minutes because half time, but still, it was not 6 hours straight, but we moved. I was contemplating taking my knitting. I started a new item. I finished my mum's jumper from the last couple of videos before I went on holiday. I started this top. I don't know if you've seen the new top. If not, it looks like this. I'm gonna make that, but I didn't want to buy the pattern, so I'm just gonna self-draft a pattern-ish. And if it looks nice, maybe I'll write down what I did if I can remember. This one's gonna go a bit off the shoulders, so it's not, because the new top is literally like here. Mine's gonna go a little bit here, and it's gonna be baggy. And I'm gonna try and make it so that it like cinches. And I'm going to add a stripe because I want it to look a bit more designed than just plain. I like the colour though, but I'm going to use the leftover orange from my mum's jumper for the stripe. Sorry, every video turns into a knitting video. I am obsessed. And that's okay. And it's okay. It's okay. Some context on the Rod's bottle. It was a misprint that I found in my local Sainsbury's and I thought it was just too good to leave it. And it's a new maple flavour, so gotta support my boys. Right, so I've collected my ticket. I'm now just waiting for Imogen. Right, we are preparing. So we are doing as the football fans do. We've got our tint bevs. Imogen's putting on some sparkly nose freckles.
We've been to so many concerts between the two of us and we've never done bevs on the train before.
But that's not
wild.
Yeah, but this is football.
It's alive in football.
This is culture. Granted, it's not a Carlsberg or a Foster's, but it's something. A brief intermission whilst Imogen does her freckles.
I should have planned this before.
These are mine. They've only moved where my glasses sit, so that's pretty good to be fair. There's the sparkles. That was it.
The sparkles of the alcohol. It's good.
Having a White Claw for the first time ever.
It's made of shit, isn't it?
It's like, because this is cherry flavour, it's like someone took a cherry sweet, swished it around in some vinegar, and then put that vinegary lollipop inside some fizzy water.
Yeah, it's seltzer. It's fizzy water with a tiny bit of flavouring. The Americans are like, oh, it's amazing. Like, it's like shit. Buddy.
Hello, Wembley. Time travel. When we arrived, it was kind of a smooth process. Like, it was pretty easy. We knew where we were going because we've been so many times. But yeah, the merch queue was insane. But I wanted to get some bits and bobs from my brother, who's an actual Sidemen fan. I was literally just there for friends from work. Right, merch has been received. Time to find our seats. For all the times I've been to Wembley, I've never actually been in the hundreds. I was slightly higher up for Taylor Swift and then in the 400s every other time. So it was kind of crazy to see how close it actually is. But yeah, we got kind of hyped as they showed the banners, like for the Sidemen FC and then YouTube All Stars. And again, you know who I'm supporting. And whilst I've never been to a football match, I do know how to get lost in the atmosphere of an event. As I said, I love a concert. Concerts are basically all about getting lost in the atmosphere. So after like the guys started coming out, I was like, oh, I see why people get so hyped about this. Like, this is actually kind of like mad. Also, like, I've been watching all these YouTubers for like years. Like Willany, I was there when he was like starting. And like things like that. Like I was literally like, whoa, I've been hearing about KSI since I was in secondary school. I pay taxes now. It's like, it's almost like a little bit starstruck, but like these are like some of them are my like age mates, and I was like, crazy to think that this is like their life. Well, it was a charity match. Everyone can do a charity match, probably just not on this scale. So it was a bit like, and then yeah, and I'm waffling, but like the crowd was crazy. I realized I said like a lot, sorry about that, guys. The crowd was crazy. Everyone was like cheering, everyone was so hyped. Also, it was really funny watching the like people with the flags. They looked like cadets. I'm not too sure, but my friend was like, there's so many of them that look like they're in like school uniforms as well, which I think is just the uniform they were wearing. But yeah, watching all the members come out, do like the little greets and shaking hands and getting ready to get on the pitch, yeah, electric feel from the crowd anyway. I'll just let the footage speak for itself for a little bit.
President business stole the Craggle, the most powerful object in the universe.
Blah, blah, blah. Proper name, place name, backstory stuff.
Starving, so spent 10 quid on a hot dog. I find it actually mind-boggling how few people knew who Tiny Temper was, because to me, he ran my like 2010 sound waves, like from like maybe like 2009 to like 2012, 2011. Tiny Temper was everywhere. I remember thinking when I was younger, when I grow up, I'm going to be in the clubs and they're going to be playing Tiny Temper. They weren't, and I don't really go to clubs, but I still listen to Tiny Temper. Like when he came out, I was like, oh my god. I was gassed. Me and my friend, we were singing along, we were like singing together. It was like we were basically at a concert. So technically we've never not been at Wembley when there's a musical act. But yeah, we were just looking around and no one else was singing. And I even heard someone say, who's that? I heard someone say, oh my god, it's KSI. It was not KSI, it was Tiny Temper. Afterwards, I saw people posting on socials like, I wish they just had JJ perform again. Last time he fell over, why would he do that again? Why not get a professional? Which he did. And I think I saw, let me double check. Yeah, I was right. Tiny Temper is now doing BST Hyde Park. Obviously, he probably booked this way before the Sidemen thing. But I guess it kind of helps boost your numbers because I think he's the headliner. So I think it kind of boosts to be like, oh, I've performed to sold out Wembley Stadium, 90,000 people, you know. So yeah, it mind boggles me. Anyway, back to the vlog. Not back to the vlog. I double checked. He's not a headliner. He's supporting Pitbull for one of the Pitbull days. Okay, back to the vlog.
Yeah, for Sidemen, man. What do you reckon? I think we got it this year, so maybe next year. How about you guys have say let's go. Alright, let's go, let's go!
Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon.
There was a solid like 2 minutes where people realised they could take their tickets, their paper tickets, fold them up and fly them as paper planes, and there was like 100 and they just kept seeing people. Honestly, I feel like the second half of the match was like dominated by like the audience doing stuff, and like obviously the players playing really well, and like obviously their Chaz had just scored and it was really emotional and everyone came to hug him and I was like, oh my god, that's cute. It was so endearing to see how the team kind of came together to like celebrate him. It was, yeah. There was also a solid 10 minutes where people were doing the Mexican wave, or people started doing the Mexican wave, but it wasn't taking off, and then it did take off, and then it did not stop. Welcome to the penalties. I do have to apologise. I wasn't able to get the coaches their free kicks, their penalty kicks, but I got everyone else's, so please enjoy. So this is something I didn't know they did after matches. I wonder if it's just in the pitch thing where they like run around the pitch. They were waving to everyone. At some points they were even giving boots to people, or like giving like their shirts or merch, because I know Nico was handing out shades to people who asked for them. Quite a few people kind of like below me got them. And then when the Reds came out, I think Will gave his boots to someone, he gave his shirt to someone. I think Max Fosh gave his boots to someone else, maybe. And I saw a lot of boots being given out, and I've seen so many people be like, oh, I've got so-and-so's boots, or I've got a boot from so-and-so, as in like they shared them with someone else nearby. But yeah, I just didn't realise this was a thing. And like, if I was to go again, maybe I'd try and go close to the front, just for the lols, you know. And then yeah, there's Willany jumping over the fence to like go say hi to a fan, which is really nice. And like, that's kind of what I mean, like there was like so much fan engagement at this point. I feel like the like Americans, and I think some of them were Spanish players, might have missed out a little bit on that kind of fan engagement, because obviously they were invited. They might not have that core UK fan base the way that some of the OGs do, but I think it was nice that they showed up anyway. And like, I was trying to explain to my friend how I know Jason the Ween, because I saw him and I was like, wait, is that, because I started talking about New Jeans, and my friend was like, why do you keep talking about New Jeans when you're talking about Jason? And I was like, he did that dance. He did the New Jeans dance. But I couldn't remember what song it was, but I think it's ETA, when he hit, I think it was 1 million? Like, he hit a sub goal and he was dancing to ETA, and then eventually he got to meet the girls and they all danced to it together, and I thought that was really cute. And that's unrelated to what's happening on the screen right now, but it is what it is. But it's been kind of interesting seeing all the players and like the creators talking about the match now that it's done. I know a lot of them hopped onto stream in the uniform like the same night or like the next day back in the uniform to be like reacting to the stream in their kit. And you know what, fair enough, I would do it too. But yeah, they did the ceremony where they handed out the medals, and we were just kind of like watching on screen just to see if they did anything.
Right, we are here at Wembley at the Sidemen FC. As you can tell, they chose the winning colour. I chose the winning colour. They won because of me. It's because I'm here. That's the only reason. And not because I paid an Etsy witch, but we don't talk about that. Honestly, this was my first ever football match. Would I go again? Maybe to another one of these where it's not that serious. But honestly, it was vibes. It was vibes. Imogen over here was telling me off for filming, and I was like,
It wasn't because you were filming, it's because you were just watching the match through your phone.
But as soon as it was finished, she said, you're going to send me all of those clips, right?
Only the ones with Chris in them.
Yeah, she's a Chris MD fan. best player of the losing team, but you know, when you're a winner like me, you just gotta let them win. You have their little wins. I realised if I'm to come again, I want to be in the first few rows, because as the players were doing their like lap afterwards, they were handing out stuff. I want to make a sign that asks if Will's playing again next year, if I can get a free supply of rods for a year. I think it'll make him laugh. I probably won't get the rods, but I think it'll make him laugh. One thing I noticed, all like the like shardy gemmy like design bits they've got for the charity match low-key remind me of League of Legends. Don't ask me how I know that. Right, so big scare. I lost my ticket. I lost my train ticket home. I lost my train ticket, and I've never done that before. It was in my back pocket, but there's a guy out there, because guess what? I found it on the floor, very trampled, but I found it. So, good lord, stressful. Just waiting for Imogen to use the bathroom now. Also, we raised £6 million, isn't that incredible? Well, over 6 million. I literally walked to get my ticket or look for it as they were announcing it. It was like 6,200,000, something like that. It's crazy. Right, I'm home and I'm tired and I can't be bothered to mic up right now. I've even taken my necklaces off because I was feeling a bit stimulated. But we're home from the match. The glitter has lasted pretty well considering, except you can tell where I like, yeah. Anyway, so top 3 moments of the match: Will falling over, Jason missing his penalty, and then Angry Ginger's first goal early in the game. That was a great moment. I did find it a bit funny when they benched Marlon immediately after he started. I really want to understand the play there, but football isn't my forte. But I went to enjoy it because my best friend wanted to go, and honestly I had a great time. It was a great day. Do I think I'll go to more football matches? Probably not, but if they do another Sidemen football match next year, I think I'll go to that. Maybe, yeah, I think I'll go to that. I gave my brother the foam finger I bought, because I bought it for him really, but I took my pictures with it, so yeah.